So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are again. Here we go again. Another match preview on the channel as this Sunday, Erik ten Hag's Manchester United head to Villa Park, a place where they just beat Bayern Munich away from home in what could end up being Ten Hag's final game as the Manchester United manager. And it probably will be, because personally guys, I don't see these players going to Villa Park and winning. Do you know what I see again? I see a humiliating, embarrassing loss coming to put the final dagger in Ten Hag's heart. I'm frightened at what could happen. I'm scared for these players. We're going to get outplayed. We're going to concede goals. We're going to look lost. And that's the end of Ten Hag. That's the way I see it. And if he does somehow miraculously find a way to win, then fair play. I'll jump for joy. Because it's not happening. It really, really isn't. These players do not have it in them. And even so, after what I saw yesterday once again. And not only is this the Aston Villa preview now, we've got more. We've got the FC Porto 3, Manchester United 3, match reaction. And God, that was bad. Was it as bad as Spurs? Probably not. But it was close. It was very, very close. So please like the video. Please like the video. Just my sanity. Please do that. Please comment and subscribe. Share the video. Do all that for me. Comment your thoughts on the Porto game. Comment your thoughts going into the Villa game on Sunday. God. We called it a big week. Oh, we really did. But I didn't think it would be this big. I did not think it would be this bad as well. But yeah, let's get straight into it, guys. Manchester United against Porto. 2-0 up. Cruising. Marcus Rashford scored an early goal. Lovely. Great start. We called it a big week. 2 massive games coming up for Ten Hag. Vital games. We said the players needed a performance of a lifetime. It's a great start. I mean, not a great first 10 minutes. Porto started better than this, but Rashford got his goal. Højlund got a goal after that. Great. Really happy with this. 2-0. Cruising. But do you know what? Do you know what happened? Once again, these players let us down. They let us down once again. Porto came back to lead 3-2. At 2-0 up, you're thinking, just stay compact. Concentration levels at all-time high. Win your aerial duels. Win your duels in midfield. Stay together as a team. Play as a team. No. Do you know what these guys decided to do? They decided to concede again. And it was all down to themselves. Concentration levels went after 2-0. Non-existent once again. And 2 of their goals came from concentration levels and losing the aerial duels. De Ligt lost both of his duels. Mazraoui lost a duel to concede a goal. And then the third one. Second half, you're thinking there's no way we concede a third goal. Yes, there bloody is, because these players haven't got the bottle. They really fucking haven't. And it pissed me off. I don't care about the Maguire late goal. I don't care about that, because it's a game we had to win. At 2-0, we had to win. They're showing again how useless they are. The mentality levels are an all-time low. The concentration levels are an all-time low. They cannot play as a team. And they clearly, like I said the other day, are not playing for this manager. Because whatever he said, they didn't listen, did they? They didn't listen once again. And you know, more on the manager this time. Because the team selection was dire. We're not playing a testimonial, Eric. You don't have to play Casemiro and Eriksen in a midfield. What is that midfield in 2024? He said he went for experience. You don't need experience at this level. You need your best side. It's the week of your life. Put your best team out there. There is no way you're putting Casemiro and Eriksen in the midfield together. It's a recipe for disaster. And it showed that last night. They can run for about 20 minutes. But then they're so slow getting back. They get outrun. They get outbossed in midfield. And one pass through the midfield. And they're gone. And they're out of the game. And it just creates chance after chance after chance. And the inverted fullbacks were killing us. They were killing us. We were all stepping up. The inverted fullbacks came in and they were gone. Porto were gone every single time. Dallo, again, shocking. The whole defensive performance was one of the worst I've ever seen. De Ligt and Martinez, what were you guys doing last night? What did they take? Because they're not looking like the players they should be. Do you know how bad it was? Genuinely, this does sum it up. In the second half, Ten Hag looked at these players, looked at De Ligt, looked at Martinez and thought, do you know what, guys? I thought I trusted you, but I cannot trust you to not concede any more goals the way you're playing. They weren't playing like defenders. They were playing like they won 14 points. Genuinely. Like they just didn't care. That's how bad they were. They were all losing their aerial duels. And all of their goals came down during problems again. Not winning aerial duels. Concentration levels at an all-time low. Like, genuinely, at 2-0, you just think stay compact. Make sure you do the basics right. You don't lose a game like that at 2-0 up. And luckily, we didn't in the end. Because that would have been even worse. But do you know how bad it was, yeah? Let's get back to that. He had to bring on Johnny fucking Evans and Harry Maguire in 2024 to save the day. No, that's a fucking joke. That is pathetic. How we can't trust his own signings that he bought. And all of these signings are his as well. All of these signings are disappointing us week in, week out. And he doesn't have a plan for anything. He doesn't have a plan for these players. He doesn't have a plan for the team. And he bought all these players so he could have a plan. So we're not seeing anything. It doesn't add up. These problems are getting worse week in, week out. But that's how bad it was. He had to rely on Harry Maguire coming off the bench to save his job. And somehow he's done it again for a day. You have to laugh, don't you? He always finds a way just to hold on. And they probably find a way to hold on Sunday. But I don't think that benefits us. It doesn't benefit us at all. Because after that, as I mentioned in the last video, we'll go on for a few months. We might have a couple of good results. But then again, we'll fade away. We'll be back in this situation in a couple of months' time. Because we always are. We always find a way to be in this position. But yeah, the Porto game was absolutely shocking. I mean, was there any positive? I don't think there was. Garnacho was trying his heart out, to be fair to him, in the second half. I mean, the amount of shots he was taking, Jesus Christ, he really wanted it, didn't he? And, I'm going to credit Maguire for his goal, because once again, he's stepping up. He's stepping up for the side, and he deserves to start on Sunday. I wouldn't start De Ligt. I wouldn't start Martinez, because they were fucking shocking. Shocking. They both deserve a 0 in the player ratings if I was going to do that. But I don't really have the time for that today. Midfield was atrocious. Rashford played well and he had taken him off at half-time. I don't understand it. I really fucking don't. The inverted fullbacks is a joke. How high we play again. You're playing a high line with Casemiro and Eriksen. You're getting them to push up. Like, what? You know they can't get back. You know they can't. Where was Agate? Where was he tonight? In a game you had to win, where was he? Like, you ask these questions, man, but it just gets worse. Because after the match, Ten Hag was like, do you know what? It's all part of the plan. We're still in a process. Shut the fuck up about being in a process every time. I'm sick of the bullshit. I am sick of the aftermath reactions from this manager. It's going to be a success at the end of the season. How do you expect this team to be a success at the end of the season when you don't have a style of play? How do you expect this team to be a success at the end of the season when you don't have a clear identity? How do you expect to have this season come out as a success when these players obviously don't want to play for you? How do you expect this season to be a success when you come out and you don't take it? You always have excuses. How do you expect this team to be a success when you put out these shite team selections? These shite tactics. Like, I'm genuinely just done at this point, man. Because it's not leading anywhere. I can say it's going to be a success. No one's going to believe me. Because we're seeing it on the pitch. We're seeing it. Genuinely, absolutely shocking. Bottlers once again. And I'm just done now. It's a fucking joke what I'm seeing. And he just makes it worse for himself mid-game with these subs as well. It's a fucking joke. Once again, had no impact. Oh, yeah, hey, Rasmus scored. Lovely. And they're coming out after the game. I don't know what Rasmus was on or what he had after the game, but he came out saying, I've waited, a few months to do this celebration. And Xerxes commenting underneath, like a love heart emoji. You just drew the game, lads, from 2-0 up. What are you doing? Social media footballers, man, genuinely pisses me off. But yeah, guys, that's it for the Porto game. I mean, credit to Andre Onana, because that could have been worse. He made a few really, really good saves. Rashford played well. But my God, Bruno, red card as well. Forgot to mention that. Wasn't a red again, but don't put yourself in that position, man. Oh, I'm going to lose it. I'm absolutely going to lose it. And I do really feel this could be the end on Sunday. But yeah, Villa Park, I'm not looking forward to it, guys. I'm really, really not. But, you know, after the Spurs game, after bad results, you always know what comes. Player leaks, manager leaks, people leak stuff online. And we have a bit to talk about, guys. So let's get straight into it and talk about it, because there was a load of leaks after the Spurs game, and I'll put some on the screen for you guys now. This was from Sam C Reports. I'm told that around Erik ten Hag, some around Erik ten Hag think that enough work has been done around the Dutchman to warrant a longer stay. It's understood Erik will remain in charge for games against Porto and Aston Villa, but is now under pressure. That was from Sam C. Laurie Whitwell, privately, those in charge at United are echoing Ten Hag's sentiments that altering the infrastructure and working practices at the club was the main priority when Ineos arrived, and patience is required to allow that to bed in and see results. But that's the thing, we can have patience, that's fine, I have patience, I can have that, but I need to start seeing results. I need to start seeing some encouraging signs in this Manchester United team. And I'm not seeing that right now. I'm really, really not. BBC came out and said Manchester United will stick with Erik ten Hag for the matches against Porto and Aston Villa this week, despite the loss against Tottenham. Erik ten Hag retains the backing of Manchester United's football leadership structure with no immediate plan for a change of manager. And that was from Melissa Reddy. But there's been more reports on that today, which will definitely change that situation. And some alternatives, as we know, the likes of Gareth Southgate, Graham Potter, Inzaghi, managers like that. But I just don't think they're better. And that's the major, major concern. I don't think they improved the squad. And this was from Rob Dawson. Manchester United are prepared to honour their decision in the summer to keep Erik ten Hag for now, but the feeling remains there must be significant improvement this week against Porto and Aston Villa, and we did not see that last night. And also, Ruud van Nistelrooy as well could be an option, a viable short-term option if necessary, if he does need to be sacked. And then this came out about the players leaking situations from the players. Andy Mitten reveals Manchester United players have issues with Ten Hag's playing style. An hour after the FA Cup final win, I spoke to half a dozen of United players outside the dressing room and asked them about the manager. The words weren't being recorded. Not one said the manager should absolutely be sacked, and not one said he should absolutely stay. Yet there were clear issues between player and manager about his style, and obviously there's clear issues between the players and the manager. We're seeing it on the pitch. They obviously don't want to play for him anymore, because you don't go 2-0 up away in Europe against a good team like Porto and not stay compact, not do the basics right if you're not playing for the manager. That doesn't happen. Any team, Spurs, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, that doesn't happen. It doesn't fucking happen. See, that really pissed me off as well. So that was from Andy Mitten as well. And we were always expecting player leaks as well, because it always happens. And, it's always a half and half situation. Like, the players and the manager, that is the biggest issue at this club, and it always will be. It always will be. And there was a few more leaks as well. Yeah, Van Nistelrooy, we know about that. And this was from Chris Wheeler. Talking among themselves at half-time and full-time, there was a frustration among Man United players that the team is not capable of showing more character and fight, particularly in moments of adversity. And this has been a problem for years. We know that Manchester United, doesn't matter what players are out there, doesn't matter what manager is in charge, whenever it's going wrong, whenever these players are up against it, they don't have the fucking bottle. They do not have the fucking bottle. And it has been going on for years now. It doesn't matter what fucking players we have on the pitch. And this is how bad it's got. They have me swearing. I don't normally swear. This is how pissed off I am, how angry I am with this Manchester United side. But yeah, it's always been a massive problem and will continue to be a problem between the players and the manager. I just don't know what it is about this club. It just has to go right for them, or they're fucked. Genuinely. Because the mentality is a massive issue at this club, and we know that. They don't have the ball, they don't have the fight, they don't have the courage. And this is what I mean when I say it's not just on the manager, it's on the players as well. Manchester United's coaching staff feel pathetic individual mistakes by players are putting unnecessary pressure on Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag and could lead to his sacking. And rightly so. Because yesterday's watch against Porto, it was genuinely concerning how easy it was for Porto to score their goals. And it was always down to our players, as I mentioned, losing their aerial duels, losing their man, near the front post, or just not winning the aerial duel, not being up for the fight. And that's all it was yesterday. They wanted it more, and that's why they came back. That's the whole thing about it. They wanted the game more, and they should have won that game. Regarding Erik ten Hag's future, those at the top are taking a long-term view, whatever happens against Porto and Villa. So I'm sure next week is going to be a massive, massive week for the club. So yeah, that's all the... And this was a stat as well. Under Erik ten Hag, Manchester United have managed to secure only one victory in their last 10 European matches, recording 5 defeats and 4 draws, along with a 1-0 win against Copenhagen at Old Trafford. That was our only win in Europe under ten Hag. I think it's done. I genuinely think it's done. And then this came out earlier on today, guys. This is the latest bit of news we have. Ten Hag could be sacked if Manchester United are defeated against Aston Villa in the Premier League on Sunday afternoon. So that's how big the game is on Sunday. Ten Hag's job is on the line. Jesus Christ. And as I mentioned, I love the guy, but it's not going to work out, I don't think. And that's the concerning thing for me. And yeah, also Manchester United sporting director Dan Ashworth and technical director Jason Wilcox worked long hours at Carrington ahead of Thursday's game against Porto. Ashworth and Wilcox were understood to be present late in the evening at Carrington at the beginning of the week. So again, people behind Manchester United working very, very hard to try and turn things around. But it's not really working, is it? But yeah, game on Sunday, guys. Quick preview for it. Ten Hag's job's on the line. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. And we need to see the performance of a lifetime from these Manchester United players. We needed to see that yesterday. Of course, with Maguire's last saving goal to keep Ten Hag in the job, he's given this game. So he's given this game now to go out there and prove that he deserves to be Manchester United manager. It could be a turning point. It could be the end of Ten Hag. It's going to be either one of those things. And I just don't think it'll be the latter. I don't think it will be. Because Aston Villa beat Bayern Munich. Aston Villa have a clear style of play. They're fighting for the manager. They understand what the manager expects from them. They put in 100%. They fight. They have the courage. They're set up well. They're fantastic players who provide for them, who score goals for them, who understand their role. And I'm not looking forward to how bad this could be on Sunday. The funeral could be on Sunday for Erik ten Hag. That's how bad it could be. But I will put my team on the screen for you guys now. So guys, actually the team should be around here. You should be able to see it on the screen. I forgot that my editor is back now. So you should be seeing a picture this side of my team going into the game. And it's our strongest team possible. Once again, I'll put it out there. It's our strongest team possible. Do you change the back four? Because I tell you what, De Ligt and Martinez, if they were dropped, it's deserved. It's absolutely deserved. And maybe Maguire will play in this game. I've got a feeling I actually might do. Because Erik ten Hag right now, I think he trusts Harry Maguire more than he does Martinez. His own guy, the one he loves. The one he brought in, his centre-back. And De Ligt. I think he trusts Maguire more to go out there and put in a good performance. And I would as well. But I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see what he's going to do. I have stuck with De Ligt and Martinez. But there's a real chance Maguire does start. Of course, we're keeping the fullbacks the same. In the midfield, Agati comes back in with Kobbie Mainoo. They were both rested for the Sunday game, I assume, from yesterday's game when Casemiro and Eriksen played. So I don't see them playing a part on Sunday. And they shouldn't as well. They really, really shouldn't. after what I saw last night. So yeah, Kobe Maidu and Agate back in. Bruno Fernandes is going to start. I mean, he got a red card yesterday. He's not performing well. We know that. It's shocking the way he's playing right now. And I'm really fed up of him. I really, really am. Because he's not showing any signs of improvement game by game. And he's still being trusted with this favouritism thing, which Ten Hag loves. He loved it with Rashford last season. Loves it with Bruno now. But he's a captain. And at this time now, on Sunday, you need the captain to show up. You need the captain now to really put in a shift. You need a captain now to really come out and get this team firing. And only Bruno can do that. He's got to get these players ready for the game. He's got to get these players up for the game. The fight has to be there. The courage has to be there from this side on Sunday now. If they're really, really playing for Ten Hag and they really want him to stay, they will fight for him and they will win this game. That's all I can say going into it. It's really on the players now. It really, really is. So yeah, Bruno, and then the front three, I've gone Amad Diallo back in the side with Højlund starting up top and Marcus Rashford on the left. I don't think you play Xerxes in this one. In a game that you had to win, I think Rasmus Højlund is just a better goal scorer right now. And we need that in our side. Maybe you need Xerxes for the link-up, for the other role. But I just think you have to play Højlund in this one. And I think he will. Maybe the fact that Højlund played and Xerxes didn't, he might be going with Xerxes again. But is that the right decision? I'm not too sure at this point. So yeah, that's my team going into it, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. A bit about Aston Villa, guys. As we know how good they are. I've just mentioned it. They're going to play us off the park. They're just going to absolutely batter us, aren't they? We know their key players. Ollie Watkins, again, in rich goal-scoring form right now. John Duran, if he starts and comes off the bench, we're in danger. We saw that against Bayern Munich. Rodgers, again, really coming on this season. They've got threats all around the pitch. A 9-9 midfielder player I would have loved at Manchester United. Tillemans, again, another top player in the side. Leon Bailey. Like, they've got world-class players in their side under a world-class manager. And this is the problem for Sunday. I don't know how we're going to beat this side. I really, really don't know how we are going to beat them. Right now, they sit sixth in the league. Some of their matches this season, we'll quickly go through how they're getting on. So, yeah, they drew 2-2 to Ipswich in the league again. Ipswich played really well in that game. They beat Wolves, they beaten Leicester, they beaten Everton, lost to Arsenal, they beaten West Ham, lost to Dortmund, they beat Athletic Club as a friendly, they're friendly. So yeah, they're doing well in the league. They're doing well. They're where they should be. They're progressing as a team under a world-class manager, as I mentioned, and under a really chaotic atmosphere on Sunday. I don't see us getting over the line. But my final thoughts going into the game, as I said, it's on the players. It's on the players now. They have to go out there and prove that they are still playing for the manager, that they are still fighting for him. But as I mentioned, like I said in my last preview for the Porto one, I don't think these players are capable of doing that. And that's where the problem lies. Whenever there's a manager and player issue, it doesn't work out well. But yeah, guys, please like the video. It's a long one today, but thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please let me know your thoughts going into the game. But that's me done. And hopefully, on Sunday, I'll be coming on and saying Ten Hag stays. But don't count me out on that. But yeah, subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.